here the Routh-Hurwitz stability criterion. To the topic, the Routh-Hurwitz stability criterion is an analytical procedure for determining whether all the roots of a polynomial have negative real part or not. The first step is analyzing the stability of a system should be examining its characteristic equation. Therefore, the necessary condition for the stability is all the coefficients of a polynomial should be positive. If some of the coefficients are 0 or negative, it is concluded that the system is not stable. Therefore, the characteristic equation of a Routh stability criteria is based on the ordering the coefficients should be scheduled. It is called as Routh array method. It can be shown here. So, a0 s power of n plus a1 s power of n minus 1 plus a2 s power of n minus 2 plus a3 s power of n minus 3 plus so on plus a n minus 1 s plus a n to 0. So, this is the characteristic equation. In this equation, the first two rows can be written for this characteristic equation. It can be written n is even. I am considering is even. So, the s power of n row here, the s power of n row is formed by the coefficients of even order terms. Even order terms, that is coefficients of a even powers of s. So, even powers means s power of n, s power of n minus 2, s power of n minus 4, s power of n minus 6. So, these are the even terms. Next, second row, that is s power of n minus 1. So, it is formed by the coefficients of odd order terms, that is the coefficients of odd powers of a s. That means s power of n minus 1, s power of n minus 3, s power of n minus 5, so on. So, these coefficients can be written by using the coefficient, that means by using the characteristic equation. The first two rows can be determined. First two rows are determined. The other rows of a Routh array up to s power of 0, up to s power of 0 row can be formed by the following procedure. Each row of a Routh array is constructed by using the elements of previous two rows. Suppose I am calculating the s power of n minus 2 row can be calculated with the help of the previous two rows elements, the previous two rows elements. So, that can be calculated as shown here. So, I am taking directly b1, b2, b3 as the coefficients and c1, c2, c3 as the coefficients and s power of 0 up to s power of 0. So, how to calculate b1 and how to calculate b2 and how to calculate b3 means, so once again I am taking total equation, that is the total formation. So, here the b1 can be calculated. Where is it? b1 equal to a1 a2 minus a0 a3 by a1. The first element b1 can be calculated as a formula a1 a2 minus a0 a3 by a1. Next, b2 can be calculated a1 a4 minus a0 into a5, a0 into a5 by a1. So, this is the procedure, and B3. B3 can be calculated as A1 into A6 minus A0 into A7 by A1. So this is the procedure to calculate the next remaining rows with the help of first two rows elements, right? Next, I will calculate as C1. C1 equal to, say, B1 into A3. B1 A3 minus A1 B2 by B1. Next, C2. C2 will be calculated as B1 A5 minus A1 B3. A1 B3 by B1. So next C3, C4, C5. S power of 0 quotient. S power of 0 quotient elements should be calculated to construct the Routh array. So this is the procedure. So this is the process of constructing Routh array. Okay. So next, in construction of Routh array, we are facing a different conditions. So what are the conditions? In the construction of a Routh array, anyone may come across the following three cases. The first case is case 1. The first case is normal Routh array. That means in the Routh array table there are no zero elements. That means non-zero elements in the first column of the Routh array. Normal Routh array is non-zero elements in the first column of a Routh array. Next, case 2. First element of a row. The first element of a row is 0. Okay, and remaining elements are non-zero elements, and remaining are non-zero elements. So this is the second case condition. The first element of a row is 0. That means in a Routh array table, the first element of any row should be 0. So there is another procedure to calculate or to construct the remaining rows to find out the system stability and to find out the roots. Next, case 3. Case 3 is a row of all zeros. That means all the elements of any row of a Routh array are zeros. All the elements of any row in the Routh array are zeros. So it is another procedure to calculate the stability of a system and calculate the roots of a system. So this is the condition.